Good evening, ma'am. My name is Lintang. I'm a student of research methodology class. In this opportunity, I want to explain or present my understanding of research ethics. First of all, research ethics are value, norms, and institutional arrangement that will guide or conduct researcher practice. It means researcher have to being respectful to their participants. Actually, research ethics come from dark history. There are two examples of the dark history of the conduct research. The first example is research about cancer cells work. The researcher injected the cancer to the participants and research how the cell cancer works in the participants. The second example of unethical study is research about syphilis. Actually, the medicine of the syphilis was founded, but the researcher left 400 men that injected by the syphilis to see the multitask of the syphilis. I think multitask in this case means that apalagi dampak dari sifilis tersebut. Next is before the researcher evaluate their performance previously, they got 4 basic research ethics. The first is autonomy. Autonomy in this case means that the participants have freedom to participate the research. When the participant want to participate the research, they can send the consent form to the researcher. The participant of research can anybody except the children and the person that have special needs. The second principle of research ethics is beneficence. Means that the researcher have to maximize the possible benefit and minimize the risk. The next is no harm. Means that the researcher have not do not allow to hurt the participants physically or psychologically or in the other way to hurt the participants. The last is justice. Justice means the needs of the participants come first before the needs of the researcher. For example, when the researcher have to interview the participant, the researcher have to adapt the schedule of the participants to do the interview. The next we have in conduct research is the deception. There are two deception. The first deception is active deception. Active deception means that when the researcher mentioned the wrong purpose of their study, perhaps the researcher have individual purpose of the participants. The second is passive deception. Passive deception is when the researcher erases some information of their study. I think the researcher do the passive deception just because maybe the information that the researcher needs have tersirat in the procedure of the research. Also, there are several factors here. The first is the researcher respect the things that too close or too sensitive with the participant. For example, the researcher cannot ask about the family, the things that sensitive or to privacy about the participants. The second is voluntary participant. I already mentioned about that. Is about the consent form of the participant to participate the study. About voluntary, we as a researcher have to aware because if the participants is our students, if isn't affect with their score of in our class. The last is about the participant. I have mentioned before that the participant is can anybody except the children and the person that have special needs. So that's all my understanding about research ethics. That's all. Thank you.